And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, episode number 44 of Global Fitness Radio. Oh yeah, we're back. We're back and we're bad. We're out of action last week because I was at the Procon Leisure Face of Origin doing a bit of judging work up there and talking to everyone, all the girls and the officials. They did a fantastic job. It was an amazing night, and thank you to Aaron from Procon Leisure for inviting me up to be a judge and for looking after me. Very, very, very hospitable was Aaron, and I'll be back next year. Thank you. You are on Global Fitness Radio, and tonight we are talking about the best way to lose weight. That's our topic. The question on everyone's lips around the world, the best way to lose weight. Who knows what it is? I don't know. We'll talk about it tonight. Anyway, jump onto our Global Fitness Radio page and on Facebook, actually, and you can post a question or a comment. Anything to do about fitness, but in particular tonight's topic on how to lose weight. And if you post the most interesting question or quote or post, you'll win a $50 voucher to the Flex R6 shop, and you can purchase all your Bioflex nutrition supplements right there. And Bioflex Nutrition are our major sponsor here at Global Fitness Radio, so big shout out to you guys. Thank you for your support over the last 44 episodes, including this one. Now, if you want to give us a call 02-6296-6895, or if you're overseas, jump to our Global Fitness Radio Facebook page, send me a message, and I will call you on Facebook Messenger. That'll be exciting. So what have we got on tonight? We have got V-Week with Valeria in about 8 minutes, and we have Jodie from Face of Origin. Jodie won a major award at this event last Wednesday night at Edamoka Hotel in Kellyville, and big thanks to Eric for having us at his hotel. It was fantastic. And Jodie's going to call in. Actually, I'm going to give her a call shortly, and we will discuss all things Face of Origin and her past and where she's headed in the future. That'll be exciting. And Aaron from Procon Leisure is going to call in as well. We'll have a chat to Aaron about all the awesome Procon Leisure events this year, including the Face of Origin, which is just completed, and the Miss Supercars, which is coming up, and we'll talk a bit of Manhunt as well. That'll be exciting. So we also have Cracker Karen and Big Andy. They'll be calling in later on tonight around 7:45. We're on air for about 3 hours up until 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So please switch on to valleyfm.com. You can live stream it all around the world, and you can listen to Global Fitness Radio. Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills. Cool song. You are on Global Fitness Radio. Tell your friends to tune in at valleyfm.com. Live stream us all night. Not all night, only to 9 p.m. That's all you got to listen to me for. Next 3 hours here at Global Fitness Radio, episode number 44. Give us a call on 02 6296 6895, or you can send me a message at the Global Fitness Radio Facebook page, and I will give you a call on Facebook Messenger anywhere around the world, and we'll talk about fitness stuff here at Global Fitness Radio. Radio. Not working. Try again. We are on the Global Fitness Radio, and that was Valeria trying to call in, and it didn't work, unfortunately. Anyway, she might try and call back. Try and call back, Valeria, and we'll get you onto Global Fitness Radio. Yes, episode number 44. Exciting night lined up. We've got Valeria with V Week. She'll call back in shortly. We have Jodie from Face of Origin. She won a major award at Face of Origin. And we're going to interview her live on the radio tonight. And we also will have Aaron from Procon Leisure. He's going to call in. He's a good man. We'll be discussing all things Procon Leisure in the future. And Valeria, there she is. Here we go. Hello, you're on Global Fitness Radio.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
How are you? I just missed it.
Yeah, and I was like, seriously?
I picked up hello and it's going... Oh, okay, I missed it. Oh, how are you?
Yeah, thank you. Just made it on time. Hi.
Good on you.
Have a chat with you because both of us extra noise around.
Yeah. Yeah, like last time in the gym. That was funny.
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't do it again. Just again, because I feel like I'm laughing to get some stuff around me.
Yeah, that's crazy. How have you been? Good?
Yeah, it's been an amazing week, especially after the face of origin that we went together here.
Yep.
So I had a great time with the girls with their burgers and a cut horse with them.
Oh, that was amazing. I just got to congratulate you again on that for the 300th time. But that was really good. That was amazing.
Thank you. I did that. I actually underestimated myself, Bill.
Yep.
I was stressed out so much, I think more than I would be actually competing myself.
Yep.
But the girls did so good, and I don't know how they managed. We pretty much rehearsed on the night, the day before, and early morning when everyone woke up so early, my 7 a.m. So I don't know how the brain incorporated all this food.
Yep.
But then on the top job, really happy with it. And I think one of the girls today, Jodie, she's a radio station to chat with you, and she's going to Somalia, Malaysia next month, I think.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm just sending her, to some kids. So
Wow.
the girls are really good. The quality stuff. So it was an amazing day to spend with them. Couldn't be happier.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Wow. So I saw some I Crave Entertainment stuff on Facebook and Instagram the other day. All you guys in the red outfits. What was that about?
It wasn't just the red outfit. There was actually a few things happening. We had a show reel on Sunday,
Yep.
last week.
Yep.
And simply we can show people asking for something like the team images with shorts and some show reels of a different style. So we have a Latin and ballroom stuff, the podium stuff, but we didn't have actually a top stuff, which I'm responsible for. So I've done the choreography a month ago or a month and a half.
Yep.
And then the girls were practicing it. So we did two show reels. One for one of my clients who was DJ who actually made his album of music. So we did a cover for one of his songs, and that was that in the red outfit. And they had a second entity that we did for our show reel just out of Rihanna on the same day as well. So it's been a busy day. On Sunday we started at 7 a.m. and our luck was one of the coldest mornings in Sydney for the last decade. So it wasn't things trying to do when it started. It was ridiculously cold. But yeah, all the girls did amazing work. Some work for all the productivity so we can put it up on everywhere. And and obviously a good to have for that side stuff promoted more and more.
That sounds. What morning was that cold morning?
It was Sunday morning.
Yeah, that was bad. It was minus
Yeah,
7,
I think-
minus 7
yeah, I
here
think
that morning.
Yeah, the day was for 1 or 2 degrees, and the next one was -4 in some of the areas in Sydney,
Yep.
which is pretty unusual for Sydney itself.
Yep.
But can't complain. I reckon it's like super cold this way.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah, it's real bad. Hey, listen, on Face of Origin, Tara?
Tara?
Yeah, she's listening to the radio, so we better give her a shout out. Hey, Tara.
Hi, Tara.
Yeah, Tara. A shout out from myself and Valeria. How's that?
Perfect. I feel will be competing too, which is going to be
Yes.
exciting. So
And as
we'll
you
have
know,
Tara, buddy there.
Yeah,
We can
Tara's
start
in
together.
yeah, and Tara's in Flex R6 now. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, with you and Jessica. She joined as well. Did you see that?
Yeah, Jessica and then James too. I met her on the Facebook. There's a few girls with it. Since the face of origin, the productive time with me. And the girls are amazing. I think they're ready for the stage just before even they hit their IGA.
Yep.
The images I just was taking this week were amazing. I'm sure they're going to get some great reports and places in their next week coming up.
sure they will. Yeah, and yeah, like you, as you know, and you include yourself in this as well. You guys are pretty much ready for stage for bikini. So just a little bit of refinement, and bring you into stage, and you're looking good. As you know, you look good, and these girls will look good as well. So
Yeah, the girls did before, so 100% would be no issue there, or anything. I think they're pretty much ready. All the bikinis, catwalk, confidence on stage, they've got it all. So I'm sure they will have the thing.
definitely. Now, our topic for tonight is the best way to lose weight. The age-old question.
Well, this question is always going to be there, and since we never end stories with the topic,
Yep.
we're always going to have a debate of like different nutritionists, etc., to trying to talk and find what's the best way to lose weight.
Yep.
And I guess for everyone, it's very different, so you can't really follow someone else's side or someone else. But you know yourself, and you know what is required from you, or how to feel good during the physical transformation that you're trying to create around you. So I think people overthink the topic too much. But major thing to point out on this topic is definitely the mental readiness.
Yep.
You have to mentally be prepared for this, and you have to really think why you're doing so. Because a lot of people are trying to lose weight because they've seen images of someone else, and they want to look like someone else. Some people they're not looking good enough for someone else. So you have to do it for yourself, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, you're doing it for your own health and making yourself in the better physical appearance of your ideal better version of you that you've got in your head. And another thing I was pointed out is there is a simple math and physics behind it. So it's usually you don't have a medical condition, it's really easy to follow and lose that weight. If you don't overconsume the calories that you don't burn, that obviously would make you to put away. So you really have to, every day you're waking up, whatever you know, whether it's a good or bad food or whether it's a calories or so, you can always know, as any restaurant human being, that you can do exercises, so swimming or walking, training, etc., to really balance it out and don't put away the next day. So it's pretty easy to follow on that. But a lot of people make it so complicated and seem to stress about it so much that actually put pressure on them. So they're actually not losing weight because they start overeating something because they're stressed out about the topic itself.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Yeah, and stress makes you hold body fat.
Exactly. But if I'm stressing out, even for the ICS, the one that just did before, because I was so stressed out of the whole thing, I was so stressed, I just didn't feel comfortable, didn't feel myself. So once the company, the next day, I was perfectly fine.
Yep.
So obviously, it got me to the fact that I was just overthinking so much and stressed out. I had a pain all over my whole body.
Yep.
And even Anthony felt it as well. He said, you've been sick like for the whole week, are you right? I said, I'm fine. But what is yourself to calm? I said, no, I'm not. I said, I'm fine, I'm ready. Yep. But then the next day after the company, I was perfectly fine. So they really affect everyone. Yep. And I never seen anyone who had some super diet download from internet who's having no knowledge of your own body and your medical conditions, etc. Yep. And that actually lost weight and never gained it back. So the whole idea of diet itself doesn't work for anyone. To change your lifestyle and a habit would make it work for your benefit and make you making you a better appearance, your physical ideal state that you like to be in. So it's a lot of things to discuss and point out this topic, but I usually don't even think about losing the weight, but rather than I would measure myself, rather than looking in the mirror.
Yep.
So that could it could really push you to different angles and wouldn't get you to the right answers and results. But sometimes you go in the plateau of having exactly the same weight.
Yep.
You're training, you do everything right, the food is good, but you're actually not losing any weight.
Yep.
It's not because you're not losing weight. It's more building up the muscle mass and losing the fat mass that you have in your body. So that does really necessify with you losing weight. So I would really think the question itself for everyone that's trying to find the best way to lose weight is more the best way to control your body mass, your fat mass, to the healthy percentage. And everyone knows the good health, you're always gonna feel better in the healthy way, in the healthy percentage of your body mass.
Yep.
So it's I said it's a lot of overthinking through this discussion, but a good lifestyle would be a thing for everything, even for INDH, right? To get ready for the season B.
Yep.
I never actually thought to change my diet right now or make it a different, because I don't really eat any bad food. I usually eat normal, and I eat pretty clean because I just changed my whole mental readiness for the whole month, and I just stick to my habits and stick to the food I like.
Yep.
It's a good food, it's clean. I like the food, I like the taste. I don't have the issues of having it every day.
Yep.
It doesn't bother me, and I still enjoy the food. I don't force myself to eat something I don't like, and I don't put on weight. But still, I'm eating good protein, pretty clean food. And when obviously close to the comp line, yes, that's where you have to manage the consumption of the liquid. Obviously, you're trying to avoid any sort of alcohol or anything extra bad food or anything, obviously, over the top. But other than that, your whole mindset is to have a better habit in food. And it's logical education, as most of people would know now, pretty much 80%. You don't really need to train and kill yourself at the gym every single day for 2 hours session or anything like this. It's pretty simple to follow it and have a good balance of walking one day, training another day, different weights, and do some swimming at the pool, or anything that would just make your body a bit of exercises, so you feel more stronger next day and build up your muscle mass.
Yep, exactly. And what you said a little earlier, it's a long-term thing. It's a lifestyle thing. You've just got to change how you eat forever. And
it shouldn't sound that intimidating if you just said it. So that sounded pretty intense. But a lot of people put so much pressure on that, the whole idea of long-term habit. Yeah. But you're making it for your own sake, for healthy, better years. So it shouldn't be that intimidating or stressful for a lot of people. Somehow people don't like to change the habit. Obviously, the older you get, the more fun you get about this. It's what you used to for years and years. But if you start thinking rational and really put in your mind that you can think something for better health and make it a habit, that will really change your life. And the lifespan and everything will just change dramatically for you. Yep. And it's always going to be a better result.
Yeah, exactly. And in your profession, you have to stay trim. You have to look good. True?
Yeah. Not only this profession. I think in every profession. I think if you're, I don't really have a lot of girls would probably see me, understand me. A lot of girls putting pictures on Instagram, but let's say on the next episode they are putting super fillers on, and they feel like the fattest things on the earth. Yeah. And they think the look different and everything is changing stuff. So it's stressful for the girls, because sometimes you've got our girls' days and hormones playing up, and there's a lot of things around it. And it's still with plus and minus, really does change the mood of the girls. And even for the competition, if you have this extra weight in you, which is like a couple of things that no one notices, you feel much heavier, unhappy, the mood is going down. But and it's a lot of pressure on girls even more because they know that they become stable. There's always going to be a couple of kilos on and off.
Yep.
In my profession, I was stressing out about it so much before that this couple of kilos that sometimes I put in and put in loose before the comp, I was feeling so upset. Just that's the whole competition because they made me feel like I looked to what I could ever possibly look like. But I put myself in the position of that's the body, and it's your sense habit and follow up to stop stressing about the whole idea of this couple of kilos that no one actually is feeling you, that you can go through the whole period of competition of any stress time without any circumstances or obstacles or any issues in your head that is actually affecting you somehow. So I don't even think about this as much because I know that there's a lot of work behind it, and sometimes I have a massive day when I have to dance for like 8-10 hours. I can easily lose pretty much 2 kilos in one day because of so much sweating and exercising. The fact that the next day you're trying to improve your body, so the next day you're putting all these 50 kilos on because it's either your liquid that you lost on the whole day, obviously you didn't eat anything the next day, you'll start eating normal and the body just rejected everything and stressed it the day before you didn't have enough food. So it's a lot of things with the weight and scale itself. So I never focus on that. I do thinking whether I overconsume my calories today. If I overconsume, I had a bigger meal that I was usually I'll go to do my train extra and I'll do something for my body to kind of balance it. And I feel fine. I know the next day I wouldn't be putting pressure on myself because I've done everything right and I've stuff in my body. And
I agree. Weight is a really bad indicator, but it's the socially accepted medium for people who want to look better. Unfortunately, like you said, it's the centimetres of body fat loss. It's what really counts. Yeah, not just for aesthetic purposes, but for health reasons as well. And yeah, a lot of weight gain and weight loss is body fluid. As an example, I can do an hour and 20 minutes on the Stairmaster in the morning, and I can drop 3 kilos of water.
Yeah, that's crazy, and it's not actually you're losing the weight; it's the liquid that will come back.
You can't burn. Well, you can burn body fat that fast, but you can't burn that much that fast. You know what I mean? So it's all water.
Same with sauna. A lot of I've seen the girls who just going to sauna every day.
Yeah.
And then they check themselves how much they can lose on the scale, which is a crazy idea.
Yeah, it's
First
crazy.
of all, you have to know how to do sauna.
Yep.
And you have to feel good. You don't have to be dehydrated when you go into sauna.
Yep.
And it's not an indicator of you losing a weight on your body fat. It's not losing your liquid, but a lot of girls obviously just thinking about the scale and how their measurements can go down with sauna rather than doing exercises. So it's a lot of tricky ways and crazy ways people trying to do so.
Yep.
But it's actually difficult to do so if you're mentally ready for a bit of a change in your life.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's that time of the night, Valeria.
I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Yeah, I've got to get rid of you. Oh, my God. We got Aaron calling in shortly. Our friend Aaron.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You'll be getting ready for stuff?
We are,
coming.
yes.
So
Yes. That'll be exciting.
maybe busy now?
Yeah, I'm going to try and, I'm going to sponsor that event, and I've got to discuss with Aaron the best way to do that. Yeah.
It's actually, I think it's the best come out of all the Procon Leisure for the media ones because they teach a lot of girls for the media talks and posters and hashtags and text because it's a lot of them all through the talking in the mic in front of the camera.
Oh, good.
So, last year was very efficient in Supermodel. We had so much just the media and how we work with the media itself.
Yep.
Hashtags and text we will have to learn and the talking stuff because it's nice. So it's going to be a great way of exposing sponsors and giving motivation to what we do. Yep. Good luck with it. I think it's going to be an amazing experience, and Aaron obviously start getting busy now to organise it all. I think the competition started on March July.
As for the ambassador search, yeah, it's all happening. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait. And guess what? Sunday we're coming to your studio.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. So soon. I can't believe it's this week.
Yeah. For the INBA New South Wales posing workshop at, is it 56?
Almost.
52.
54B.
54B Dolan's Road, Woolooware, Sydney, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
At 12 p.m. on Sunday, it's the free INBA posing workshop. And we'll have PNBA pros there at Valeria's I Crave Entertainment Studio.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be good.
A lot of pro tips
Yeah.
to go through today. I'm looking forward to having everyone there and get more and more knowledge from all the pros coming in the studio.
Exactly. And we're going to have about 5 or 6 Flex R6 people there too. How's that?
Perfect.
It's exciting.
The team is growing.
It's going to be good. I'm excited. All right, Valeria, thank you for calling in for V Week. And I'll see you on Sunday.
Always my pleasure, Ken. Have fun at the radio station and looking forward to seeing you on Sunday with the crew.
It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Valeria, and have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. See ya. And that was Valeria with V Week, and she always has an interesting outlook on things and a lot of input. Very interesting. Valeria can talk about anything. She's a very interesting person. So, thanks, Valeria, for V Week. And very shortly, we have Aaron calling in from Procon Leisure. And here we go. We've got Aaron on the line. Welcome to Global Fitness Radio. How are you?
Good, mate. How's it going?
Good. What's going on?
Oh, mate, another quiet night with the heater and just enjoying our lovely winter.
And working yourself to death on the laptop, no doubt.
Oh, mate, no. I've changed my my laptop hours to cut off at 5 o'clock.
Oh, good on you. That's almost normal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hopefully it lasts more than 3 days.
It won't, you know that.
Probably not.
Oh my God.
Probably not.
Mate,
How you been, mate? How's your week going?
It was good, mate. It was very good, and I'd like to thank you once again for your generosity and hospitality on Wednesday night.
What happened Wednesday?
Oh, we had the Face of Origin final at the Edamega Hotel at Kellyville Ridge.
How could I forget? Yes, I saw it in the news. Fantastic.
You did. And the guy running it did a great job. I don't know who he was. Some
oh, that's crazy.
Some really kind guy with a beard. I don't know who he was. Yeah.
I heard he had a Queensland shirt on running around like a nut in a sea of New South Wales supporters.
He did, and he picked the right night to wear it too. No, it was good, mate. It was awesome. It was a great event.
Mate, thank you. No, look, thanks for being there and coming along and supporting. And glad you had a great time. It was a tremendous national final for us. Probably the best Face of Origin national we've done to date. So
wow. Okay.
yeah, it was just really amazing. You know, great venue, great support team, contestants. Yeah, no, top venue. Love the venue.
It was good, wasn't it? And it ran well too. It was good.
Mate, it was a smooth running event. It really was, like, considering with that particular one, we have to time it correctly, obviously, because the state of origin is on.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have to make sure all the sections are finished well in time before the telecast returns, you know, from the half-time breaks and things of that nature.
Yep.
And I just have to say thank you to our amazing team and that ensured that the show went from A to Z without any hiccups. And the Etamoga hotel staff was fabulous. Yeah,
they were great, weren't they? Yeah, it was good. It was funny because, as you know, Eric was sitting on my judging table, our judging table, and I didn't know who he was. I just thought it was just some hunter. And he goes, "Do you want a drink?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I'll just have a, you know, like a Coke Zero sort of thing." And he went and got it and brought it back, and I was going to offer him some money, and I thought, "Oh, should I or shouldn't I?" I thought, "Oh, I won't worry about it." And then I realised he actually owns the place. So he probably didn't actually pay for the drink. It was
that's a great story. When I before we got started, and I sort of allocated where the judges were going to sit and everything, and I said to Eric, I said, all right, I'm going to put you at the head of the judging table.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, fantastic. I said, for Queensland. And the look I got off him was just priceless. And he's like, oh, all right then. And I think he said something, does anyone know who I am? I said, no. I said, let's just have fun with this.
Yeah.
And so, no, he was great. He was great.
He's a nice guy, yeah. He did well. And I'd met Alice. I'd never met her before, but you know, I sat next to her at the judging table, but she's lovely. Mate,
lovely, exactly. Great person, Alice, very down to earth, has been a fabulous ambassador for us, you know, for the last year.
Yep.
And, you know, she, you know, went overseas, you know, to represent Australia and Procon just recently.
Yep.
And, came along, flew to Sydney from Bundaberg, and, it's just a great person.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you know what I didn't realise? Someone asked me, not involved with it, just someone that I know, saying, what do the girls win out of this?
Yep.
And I said, I don't really know. It's not, I had no idea. And then I heard what they got, and I went, oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's quite, I find it a bit of music because we get that quite a bit. That we promote what the major prizes are, but it seems to get lost in the whole excitement of the event.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but I've had that same question as well. And when I actually tell people what the winner gets and what the finalists receive on arrival at the national final, they were blown away.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but we promote, you know, on the posters and the flyers and the website and the social media and everything.
Yeah.
We promote it, I feel, quite well and quite enough. But maybe we don't. Maybe we have to make it a bit more out there. But you know, the prize pool for all the events is really good, really good.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I was blown away. And as you know, during the week, 3 of the girls joined Flex R6 for a comp.
Yeah,
you saw that.
And, I did. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah.
And that was great. And one of them was young Jamie from New Zealand.
From New Zealand, yeah.
And she told me that she won Miss Social Media.
She did.
Yeah, how'd you say?
Yeah, she did. We presented that award on the Wednesday night, and she was very shocked and very, very happy. And you know, I surprised her with it after the show, and you know, we had a photographer there ready to get some photos and things, and yeah, so that was, you know, a great effort, and a lot of people probably may not know that was our first ever representative of New Zealand for that event.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're just over the moon that now all our events we can actually have a host here. All our events are now officially running in New Zealand. So
good.
You know, we've got all of them over there. So it's great, and I just have to now bribe my agent over there to bring it back next year, because you know, I'm sure that won't be hard though.
Yeah, exactly. Now, in New Zealand, do they have, well, probably not Procon Leisure, but do they have similar events?
I believe they do. Like, you know, some of the I mean, you've got all the Procon events running over there, but I'm sure there's others as well that run. You know, like my guess probably Mr. Lion-Tropic, I think, has been in New Zealand for a number of years. So those sort of events, and they probably do their own local ones too, as well. And I'm not too up on. I used to be on what used to run in New Zealand, but a lot's changed over the years. So, but I have no doubt that they've got many great competitions running over there every year.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So that Face of Origin was fantastic, but we have Miss Supercars coming up. We do.
That's the next juggernaut for Procon, and it recently launched on July 1 online, and you can sign up. Contestants can sign up to enter that event because it's all done online now. It's not in the venue. It's this next event.
Okay. Yep.
So it's a little bit different, but if you are successful to win your way through to the national final, then you'll join us in October up on the Gold Coast for you know, the Gold Coast 600.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
And yeah, that's just it's probably our biggest event. I mean, we don't have a calendar shoot with supercars like we do with MAXIM ASMY.
Yeah.
But due to the complexity and the schedule of the on-track duties and requirements, it is a big event on its own in that regard.
Yeah, true. And what date's that being held on, Aaron? Or there's be a date right?
That'll be about the 20th of October, give or take.
Okay. Well, that's exciting.
So it's an exciting one. It's a big part of our entertainment calendar for the year, and it comes around so quick too. Like to think that that's our next one when we're only sort of saying, oh, well, you know, that another big supercar event done for the year, and here we are now saying, well, it's back. It's only a few months away.
That's exciting. Now, have you got any tips for the girls when they're entering online?
Online looks very straightforward. You know, with you sending your recent photos, they've got to be very recent. They can't be selfies. They can't be photos taken, you know, at a birthday party last Saturday night type thing. They've got to be real professional looking photos.
Yep.
And when you fill out the criteria and the entry form, just be very honest. You know, don't put down that you've got blonde hair if you've really got brunette hair, or if you're thinking of changing your hair. That sort of thing. We've had over the years a couple of those applications, and you know, obviously we think you're coming to the event as a brunette and you show up as a blonde and you haven't told us. Not that it really matters, but you know, we're going off the photos that you've sent through, and then you change your look.
Okay, that's important. Yeah.
So yeah, look, just make sure the photos in particular are professional. That you know they do you justice.
Yeah, good. Okay, that's a good point. That makes
So,
sense. I would never have thought of that with it changing the hair colour. So, not that would bother me, but
it's amazing that like it doesn't. It's not a deal breaker, but it's just, you know, if you're going to submit a photo, you're like a male if you've seen in a photo and you wore a beard. And then you showed up at the event without the beard, you look very different. So, you know, you just, something like that, you obviously you let us know if it's going to change. You let us know, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm not sure of the selection process, but for example, I'd assume you'd like a selection of girls with different hair colours.
Yeah, like it's
it probably
we
looks
get a good variety of applicants every year, and
Yeah.
it's very exciting because that tells us that the event is being received by not just one, group of people.
Yeah.
And so we like the mix, we like the variety that come in because, as you know, many types of people go to these events.
Yeah. It's a big cross section. Yeah.
We think it's really great, and we get the kind of contestant apply for supercars that may not apply for Space Origin or may not apply for MAXIM ASMY.
Yeah. How many girls do you think, or how many girls do supercars? Like, is it 20 or the finalists?
Application wise, look, it'd be up over 1,000, I would say.
Oh wow! What does it get narrowed down to by the end of it?
In the end, we take 24.
24. Okay. That's cool.
So it's a big process, and yes, every applicant is reviewed. Every application goes through. No one is forgotten.
Yep.
So it is a pretty good system. The panel that goes through and make sure that everyone who has applied, their application is successfully received. It's just a great event. Whether you're a fan of race cars or that or not, it's just a fun event to be involved with.
Yeah, exactly.
And it can certainly open a lot of doors. Our current winner, Sophie, she's had a great year. From Darwin, she's in radio as well. She's got her own radio show up there.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And she's been travelling around to different supercar rounds. She just recently to Townsville, it's a great door opener. And if you look at the history of supercars, when it goes back to the Miss Indy days, we had the likes of Jennifer Hawkins in this event.
Oh, there you go.
So
It's got
a big,
to a degree, yeah.
It's got a fabulous long history of titles, and it started as an contest, and then it evolved into what it is today. And it's just getting bigger and bigger, and we're very, very proud of it.
Good. Now, the reason I ask how many girls are going to end up, and you've said 24, is I need to think of what I've got to come up with 24 of to send you.
For the welcome kits and everything.
Yeah. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
What about Flex R6 caps?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
You happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think any type of the clothing, those sort of things that we can the girls love. Yeah. So definitely good. That's definitely a good item to include.
Lightweight. It's useful.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get them all to put them on and take a picture too. That'd be good.
They love definitely. Look, they love the clothing. That's the biggest thing we get asked by the contestants, or when they open their welcome kit. They just love the clothing.
Oh, good.
And it's really great to watch. And we noticed particularly at MAXIM this year when they opened their venue kits and their welcome kits, I should say.
Yeah.
It's just the clothing. They go nuts for the clothing.
Oh,
you could put a pot of gold in there. I don't think they notice.
They'd still go for the t-shirts and stuff.
But they just want the shirts and the hoodies and the shoes and the caps and the and I just sit there going, wow, like seriously, I could wrap up $5,000 in cash and put there at the bottom of the bag, and it's probably get mistaken for a bag of chips or something. I don't know.
Hey, you wouldn't fool me, mate. I'd find that real quick.
Mate, I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you for next year. It's just great to watch though, and But, you know, like I saw it at Feast of Origin last week, you know, the clothes that were coming out of the welcome kits, they were putting them on straight away. Forget the fact that they had jumpers and things on already.
Yeah.
They're just putting on the stuff on it. I thought, wow, this is great.
Yeah, actually, I did see the girls wearing the hoodies around the hotel. So, yeah.
Yeah, they looked the hoodies. They just, it was just so funny watching them in the hoodies. And you know, like one particular finalist said, look, I brought my best jacket to Sydney because, you know, I knew it would be cold. Yeah. But she said, this hoodie just, you know, leaves it for dead sort of thing. She said, I'm going to wear this all week.
There you go.
And I was like, okay, then I said, well, don't forget your own poor jacket. I said, you know, she said, oh, no. She said, this is way better.
Good on her.
I was like, okay, great.
That's awesome.
It's really great to watch. And, you know, we're always trying to introduce new things into the welcome kits and you know, I always like to get feedback, you know, from the contestants and also our sponsors, you know, what works, what doesn't, you know. So we always like to sort of fresh and revamp things and you know, change things around that suits. And,
good.
You know, it's great. You know, I had one contestant say, look, it'd be great if we open the welcome kit and there was like a holiday voucher there. And I said, you are on a holiday.
Yeah.
I said, you're in Sydney. You're interstate. Yeah. And he said, oh, yeah, good point. And I said, yeah. I said, it's very good. I said, I'll add holiday. I'll just bring some of the service things. I get 30 holidays for these kids. Yeah. But, yeah, that's funny. That's good. Good humour.
Now, mate, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon because I've got to give Jodie a call.
Mate, yes, definitely. Yeah. Jodie, great. You know, lovely girl. Won our Miss Personality at Face of Origin. So, no, definitely good work to have her on the show tonight.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I did hear on the night, and I could be wrong, that she's a mum.
Correct.
Yes. And she does something outrageous for a living or a sport.
Mate, I'll let Joe fill you in on that.
Yeah, I know. I remember it was something. I went, oh my God, really? I was shocked, but I know it's something hardcore. So yeah. Yeah, no, she's a great person, and you know, I really hope she comes back, and I think she had a great time at Face of Origin last week, and you know, just a delight to talk to. So no, you'll have fun with Jodie tonight on the show. That's going to be awesome. Mate, just to wrap up, can you tell us where the girls can go to register for Miss Supercars? Absolutely. So you go to misssupercars.com.au. Awesome. Easy. And provide a current photo. Just follow the instructions on there. When you apply, it'll ask for some current photos and some details, and you just send that in, and that goes through to the panel that reviews everything, and easy done. Awesome. That's fantastic. Great, mate. Now, thank you for calling in. It was great talking to you again. Mate, pleasure. Thanks for having me on your show once again, and thank you again for making the trip up to Sydney last week for the big event. Yep. It was awesome. And have fun on Sunday with Valeria and the workshop. At the posing workshop, I will. Thanks, mate. Good man. Good stuff. All right, Aaron. Have a great night. Thanks, mate. You too. Thanks for calling Global Fitness Radio. See you, mate. Pleasure, mate. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Parliament if he does not quit himself before the lower house resumes sitting in early August. Researchers in Western Australia believe they've come up with a blood test that can detect early-stage melanoma. The team at Edith Cowan University says tests on 105 melanoma patients and nearly as many healthy people were able to detect the early onset of the disease in almost 80% of cases. Currently, tests for melanoma are restricted to the skin, and they take far longer to detect than the blood tests do. Professor Mel Zimmern from Edith Cowan University told the ABC researchers are excited by the results.
It's the first time that people have used autoantibodies to detect melanoma, and because these antibodies are produced very early in the production of a melanoma, we can detect very early stage melanoma, and that's where this is so unusual.
There is an ongoing national debate about whether Australians should opt out of the government's new health record system. The My Health Record system stores all of a person's medical information on a digital database, which can then be accessed by that person, along with healthcare professionals. This week marks the beginning of a 3-month opt-out period for the system, and approximately 20,000 Australians have already chosen to abandon it, amid concerns over privacy and cybersecurity. But Health Minister Greg Hunt is confident Australians will choose to remain with the system due to its usefulness.
What this is about is it means that if you have incompatibilities with medicines, your doctors will for the first time be able to see that history. If you're coming from another area or jurisdiction, if somebody is bringing in an elderly mother or father who may not remember all of their history, it allows family members, it allows individuals to have their history.
Labor's Foreign Affairs spokesperson Penny Wong has called for a fund to be set up to enable greater Australian investment in the Indo-Pacific. Ms. Wong says there is an obvious need in the region for greater infrastructure investment and believes the Australian government would do well to consider more initiatives. It comes as New Zealand has committed to further development in the region to combat China's influence. To sports news now, Basketball Australia have been given 3 days to respond to the basketball's governing body sanctions issued to Australian Boomers players caught up in a brawl with the Philippines team earlier this month. Players from both sides are facing hefty fines and suspensions for their roles in the brawl, which caught worldwide attention and saw 13 players ejected over the violent incident. Boomers veteran Daniel Kickert is likely to receive a long ban for his involvement leading up to the fight. Melbourne defender Michael Hibberd is set to miss his side's upcoming AFL clash against Geelong after injuring his quad in training today. It's a big blow for the team, who are already thin on defenders. The 6th place Demons are looking to cement their spot in the top 8, while Geelong need the win to maintain their position in the finals. And Warriors forward Simon Mannering has announced his pending retirement to take effect at the end of this NRL season.
You're up to date with National Radio News.
Yes, and that was the news. And it was brought to you courtesy of the Vikings Group, a valued sponsor of Valley FM 89.5, your local community radio station. Very shortly, we're going to be calling Jodie on Global Fitness Radio. bit of poison there with nothing but a good time here on Global Fitness Radio, episode number 44. And very, very shortly, we're going to be calling Jodie from Face of Origin. She was a finalist last Wednesday night and looked fantastic. And it's going to be great to catch up with Jodie and talk about her modelling career and what the future holds for her. You are on Global Fitness Radio, episode 44. A bit of AC/DC here on Global Fitness Radio with For Those About to Rock. We salute you. Very, very shortly, we're going to be calling Jodie here on Global Fitness Radio. And she was a finalist last Wednesday night at the Face of Origin, which was a Procon Leisure event. And we're going to try and call Jodie right now. Global Fitness Radio.
Hello.
Jodie, it's Ken from Global Fitness Radio. How are you?
Ken, I'm good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. You know why I know you're not nervous?
Why?
Because you're a mum.
Yeah. Well, I'm still racing around. I've just put her down. I've managed to do dinner, get home, shower, and do everything in an hour, so I'm pretty impressed.
Good work. That's amazing. And how old's your daughter?
Oh, you're cutting out. Is that my phone?
Oh, no, it's probably mine. And how old is your daughter?
She's 2.
Oh,
and my husband's away for work this week, so...
Oh, my God. It's the week from hell.
She's actually not doing too bad. The toilet training, she pooed in the toilet today. That was pretty cool.
Oh, good. That's great news. That's always a bonus. Good work. So, you were a finalist at the Face of Origin.
I was, but Ken, your phone line is horrible.
It's terrible, is it? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just randomly cut in and out. Yes, I was a finalist in the Face of Origin.
Yeah, good. And you won something. You won a prize, a major prize.
I won Miss Personality.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, what do you think led you to become Miss Personality? What are your traits that make you personable?
Miss Personality, I think, is all about being nice to all the other girls. Just being approachable and, you know, when girls, you can see that some girls are struggling or, you know, might need a bit of a pep.
Yep. Yep.
I guess being a mum, that makes it easy.
Yeah, exactly. Is that better? Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. I pushed a button. I'm an expert. I'll just make it up as I go along. Oh, that's good. Okay. So, and Now, on the night, I was talking to Aaron just 20 minutes ago, and I recall on the night that the announcer said you were a mum and that you also do something extreme. You've got an extreme sport or hobby. And I went, oh my God, what is it?
No, I don't have an extreme sport or hobby. I had my daughter. I was an operator, so I worked in construction, and I have my HR license and my excavator ticket and my roller ticket. I've got machinery construction.
Yep.
I've got a traffic control ticket.
Yep, that's right. You said you're a heavy machinery operator, didn't you? Yes. I knew it was something hardcore. I just couldn't remember what it was. But that's pretty good. Do you still do that sort of stuff?
No, I get asked a bit, but I just drive car park.
Oh, that's all right. That's easy.
The hour, I'd love to get driving machines, but the hours, 12-hour days, so I'd never see it. So
Yeah, true. True. Did you ever work in the mining industry driving big stuff?
No.
Okay. They're pretty big, those trucks, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They're pretty cool.
They are. Now, where do you live, Jodie?
I live in Boston.
Ah, okay. How's the weather?
Freezing, but
Oh, yeah. What is it, 20?
probably, I don't know, it's been getting down to like 10, I think.
Oh, my God. That's horrendous.
It has been horrendous.
Oh, my God. Hey, you know where I live, don't you?
Canberra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Monday morning, I went to the gym. It was -7.
Oh, God.
It was horrific.
Actually, my husband's working up at Mount Perry. He said it was -1, so he was not coping.
Yeah. Oh, he'd be dying up there. That's horrific. That's the coldest part of Australia. That's funny. So, tell me about your modelling background. Have you done anything else like Face of Origin?
I've done supercars twice.
Yeah.
Once after having my baby and
Wow.
once before.
Yep.
I've done MAXIM. I think that was in 2014.
Yep.
And years ago, I think I was probably 18, I did do swimsuit model.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. That was a magazine, wasn't it, at one point?
Yeah, calendar. Yeah, that's right, it was a magazine, yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's all right. Excellent. So, what is next for you on the modelling scene?
Wow, I've actually had a really exciting opportunity pop up. So next month, I am going to Malaysia to, I'll be representing Australia in the Mrs. Tourism Queen pageant.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
Yeah,
good on you.
I'm very nervous.
I bet you are. Is that a scoop for Global Fitness Radio?
What do you mean?
It's a scoop like no one else in the world knows about that, but they do now.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think people really know about it. I've been asking for help on Facebook and stuff.
Is that financial help?
Yeah.
When do you go?
I leave on the 3rd of August.
That's coming up. That's not long.
I know, and I only found out about it on the 12th. So, yeah, on the final night, I found out. The final day, I found out.
Wow, what a great day that was for you. That was awesome.
It was very overwhelming. I didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or I just didn't know.
Yeah. Hey, at Face of Origin as Miss Personality, what prize did you win?
I got a sash and I got a trophy.
Yep.
And we also get a massive bag full of gifts. So I've got face products like moisturising creams and stuff that are probably going to last me for 2 years.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah, and just clothing.
Yep.
All sorts of sponsor gifts.
Good. That's awesome. Amazing. So, were you born in Bundaberg?
No, I was born in Rockhampton.
Oh, just up the road.
Yeah.
That's okay. So you're definitely a Queensland girl.
I'm definitely, and I was told quite a few times while I was in Sydney, oh wow, your accent is so thick, so I'm really trying to talk nicely on air.
Oh, that's bizarre, isn't it?
I know, I'm trying to get some practice into the pageant to speak nicely and not like the bogan, how you going, mate?
That doesn't define you as a Queenslander, though. That's everywhere in Australia.
I think those Aussie playing an accent sort of comes on.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Like the Paul Hogan accent.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Someone in Australia's commenting on someone else's accent.
I know, I got it twice in Sydney. Wow, I really must sound like a bogan.
Really? I have no idea because you're just talking normal now, aren't you?
I'm rounding off my words.
Oh, you don't have to.
Slower.
You don't have to do that.
and I'm making the tone of my voice a little bit lower because apparently that's better. I'm not good for radio, I don't think.
Oh, you sound great. That's really odd because I travel around the world a fair bit and I hear a lot of different accents, obviously in Europe and different parts of the States, etc. But to me, most Australians just sound the same. Like some sound a bit more Aussie than others, but you know, it's just how it is.
If you notice, the South Australians, they speak like they will say dance instead of dance.
Yeah. How do you say castle? Yeah. Some people will say it castle. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What about Devon, the cold meat?
Yeah.
You call it Devon? Fritz, yes.
But at school it was confusing because all the kids called it Devon, but my mum called it Fritz.
Yeah. Fritz is a South Australian term as well.
She's from South Australia.
There you go. You know what they call it in Perth? Polony. Not baloney, polony with a P. P-O-L. Polony. Seriously.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know. I lived there for a while, and that was one of the odd things. It was called polony. How's that?
I've never heard of that.
That's amazing. Anyway, yeah, that was a bit of useless trivia for you.
I will use that. That's skipped my brain now, so hopefully I'll have an opportunity to bring that up. That
could be an icebreaker if you meet someone from Perth. Hey, how do you like the polony in Perth?
Yes.
So the big question is, what will you teach your daughter, Devon or Fritz?
Fritz.
Yeah, of course. You'll pass down those traits.
But actually, I'll have to see what my husband says. I don't know. I've never really had this conversation.
Ah, where's he from? He's from Queensland, yeah?
Yeah.
He's a Devon
he
man.
probably calls it Devon, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. This is an exciting interview, isn't it?
It is exciting. It's riveting. On the edge of my bed, I'm actually working a little bit of a sweater.
It's all about calming you, so you're not nervous. Anyway, all right. So you did look amazing on Wednesday night at the Face of Origin, and well done. Congratulations on your Miss Personality Award.
Thank you very much. It was an amazing few nights, actually, few days.
Yeah,
experience.
because you guys got there Monday, I guess, or Sunday or something. So.
I arrived there Sunday I did.
Yep.
And yeah, but most of the girls arrived Monday. But
yep.
Yeah, it was the perfect amount of time for a competition. If you're going to do a competition, Face of Origin is short and sweet, and it's a fun competition too.
Oh, there you go. It's a good plug. Yeah, good. So all you girls get out there and sign up next year for Face of Origin.
Yeah, do it.
Good work.
You might get some other work out of it.
Well, yeah, like you did. How's that?
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Actually, speaking of which, 3 of the girls have signed up with me at Flex R6 to do a bikini comp this year and next year. How's that?
Oh, wow, that's great. Oh, actually, yes, my roomie, Jamie.
Yes.
She's going to kill it.
Yeah.
Watch out, girls. Jamie's got this. I'm sorry, but
yeah, she's
I'm
good.
a big Jamie fan.
Yeah, she's been really good on social media promoting my stuff, which is good.
And she's a lovely girl too. So
She's great.
Yeah.
She's good. She's witty. She's on the ball. She's
Down to earth, normal.
Yeah, normal. And she's going to come over to Australia, to Sydney in April next year and I'm going to promote a show there myself. So she's going to enter that. Yeah, so it'll be fun.
I'm so excited. Yeah, she told me before she left, and I said, I can't wait to see you win.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what she's got to do.
That's the goal. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Cool. All right, now, before we head off, do you want to give a shout-out to anybody or everybody? That's it. All right. All you Fritz eaters in South Australia.
Yeah. Keep eating your Fritz. And keep dancing.
Yeah. Dance. Yeah, that's funny. All right, Jodie, thank you for
Thank you very much.
coming on to Global Fitness Radio for an interview. And congratulations once again for being Face of Origin 2018 Miss Personality.
Hey, thank you.
And good luck in
My
Malaysia.
fan club in the background.
It was, I can hear it. The canned applause.
All right, thank you very much.
And good luck next month.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. All right, Jodie, good talking to you.
You too. I'll talk to you next time.
We will. Talk soon. Take care.
Will do.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Bye. And that was Jodie on Global Fitness Radio, who won Miss Personality at Face of Origin last week at the Edamoga Hotel up there at Kellyville Ridge. And like we said before, big thanks to Eric there. He looked after us. He even bought me a free drink. He's a good man. And you are on Global Fitness Radio. And if you would like to call in and discuss anything relating to fitness, you can do that. But in particular, the best way to lose weight. So we're interested in that. We're talking about that tonight on episode number 44 here at Global Fitness Radio. But like I said, give us a call, 02 6296 6895, or jump onto our Facebook page, which is Global Fitness Radio. And, yeah. Oh, there you go. We'll pump a song in for you. How's that? You are on Global Fitness Radio, episode number 44. A bit of Aerosmith. visited Aerosmith here on Global Fitness Radio with A Walk This Way. And very soon we've got Cracker Karen and Big Andy calling up at about 15 minutes at 7:45 p.m. You're at Global Fitness Radio.
Walk in the light. You don't mind if I abuse lady. Come, baby. Coming to get you. Ow! Foxy lady, yeah. Oh, you look so good. Foxy. Oh, yeah. Oh, Foxy. Yeah. Yes. Foxy. You make me feel like Philip saying, Foxy.
On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, because there ain't no a desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 la.
Joe's Pizza, can I help you? Hello?
I think it's through to a professional male who is involved with radio. I believe it might be Global Fitness Radio.
Yes, you have the right person. That's me.
Oh, hello. And how are you, Ken?
How are you, mate? What's going on?
Usual middle of the week, you start to look forward to the fact that it's now downhill, probably mentally, physically, and the end of the week.
Yeah. Is this in relation to your job or your comp prep or both?
Everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything.
So.
What's been going on? What's happening? What's occurring? What's in the news today?
As you know, last Wednesday night I went up and judged at the Face of Origin, which was exciting. Yeah, it was really good.
I did actually see the picture on Facebook.
Yeah.
You're amongst a very large lineup of attractive ladies.
Correct. Just for something different.
Yeah. How was it?
It was good. Yeah, it was really good. It was probably the highlight was the show, but one of the great features was I obviously sponsor that event.
Yeah.
And the guy who sort of like runs the event was very good to me. Yes. When I came to Sydney, he looked after me quite well. So it was good. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. No, I'm glad that went well.
Yeah. So I don't mind sponsoring these guys because they really look after their sponsors, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and that's good. Yeah, because you get some, not just in bodybuilding. I'm talking anything where you get people sort of trying to get you into sponsor them, and you get promised all these things, or you get told you get looked after, so you part with your money, and you sponsor and all that, and then nothing really. You don't feel like there's the love there anymore as soon as the money has been handed over. So no, that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and when you sponsor somebody or something, you're investing your money. So you're investing your money hoping to get a return out of it.
Well, indeed, exactly right. Yes. And like I say, if they're going to look after you and promote, you as a company, then it's all been worthwhile.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're great people. They're awesome.
No, that's good. Yeah. That's fantastic.
So what's going on in your world, mate?
Oh, look, good old pop prep. I'm still losing weight, and I haven't had to start on any cardio just yet. So, so I looked at my comparison weight from last year, and I'm actually on more calories at the moment, but I've equalled my same weight at this time last year.
Oh, that's good.
So that is good. So I've got 6.5 weeks now to Defence and Emergency Services.
Yep.
Comp. So probably 2.5 kilos to go, really.
Oh, that's nothing. Wow.
No.
That's good.
I'm expecting to do a bit of cardio very soon. Well, I'm not doing any cardio. Look, in my job, I probably do sort of 10,000 plus steps a day.
Yeah.
But I do that, 365 days a year, give or take, and so it's not just my body not used to doing that. There's no extra cardio than I would normally be doing anyway.
Yeah. Have you got a Fitbit or something like that?
It just comes up on the phone.
Yeah,
I've got that, Fitness Pal and that on there. So it tells at the end of the day, you've done this. No bugger all. I've probably done twice as much, to be honest with you. But you just don't know. But I do the same route up every day between my buildings, so it's pretty much average there. And then I have Tuesday, Saturday, I just do a very short 5-minute HIIT session, which Leon gave me right at the beginning, really, I suppose, of prep anyway. So that's 10 minutes there, and then Karen and I just do an hour's walk every Sunday around the lake. So,
Yeah.
but that's the standard thing that we've always done. So I'm waiting to the point where I sort of level out. Weight's not coming off anymore. And it just needs that little bit of a kickstart.
Yeah, well, that's good. You got to this point. That's fantastic. Well done.
Yeah, no, that's I believe is the top tonight anyway, isn't it?
It is the best way to lose weight.
And I think this is it varies for everybody. And I suppose it depends on your mindset and how you want to look at it. I suppose for me, it's been, I've done, like I say, bugger all activities really to lose weight. It's all just been through diet. And for me, that's a great thing because, like I say, look, I'm going to get to a point where I plateau out and I'm going to say, I can't really start dropping too much food to try and maybe get a reaction because at that point I'm then looking at potential muscle loss rather than actually, potential fat loss more than anything. And I want to be able to keep feeding my muscles, not sort of, deprive it of nutrients. So then I sort of, that little bit of cardio does come in. But I'm in the mindset that if you start cardio too early in a prep, when you don't need to, you've then got to keep it up. Because as soon as you stop doing it, you're not burning those calories that you started doing. But now all of a sudden, your body's going to go, okay, well, I've now got, extra calories here. What do I do with it? Oh, I know, I'll store it.
Exactly. Yeah, you've got to keep upping the ante in all areas, and cardio is one of those areas. So, yeah. You're right. You're exactly right.
And I get asked, there's a guy in the gym I go to, and the funny thing is, he never listens to me anyway, but I go to the same subject. Every time I see him, he's going, you've lost some more weight. I go, still dieting? You never get on the running machine. I go, and you'll never see me on a run. Because I'm going on it every morning and every night.
Yep.
Every morning, every night. He does it 6 days a week, every morning, every night. Just doesn't lose weight. And I said, and then he tells me what he's eating. I'm going, well, you need to work on your diet and really stop doing the cardio. I said, might have a moment where you put on a little bit of weight, but your body needs to get needs a baseline to work off of. Yep. If you're doing cardio and then you suddenly say, stop doing cardio, you're going to put on weight and you're going to sit there pointlessly going to the gym. That's what you're going to start thinking. But, so you want to try to avoid it. Don't get me wrong. Cardio is good for, your cardiovascular health and stuff like that. It is. But in our line of this industry of bodybuilding, we haven't got to sit there and run 30 kilometres and, jump on a bike and do another 20 kilometres. No. We haven't got to worry about that. We've got to be able to ensure that we can spend, and it does take you out, 4 or 5 minutes on stage, tensing up all your muscles, and the little bit of cardio we do just helps with that.
Yeah, we just got to look good.
Yeah, we just want to look good.
We got to create an illusion.
Yeah. And I'm lucky, actually. I'm quite lucky because I've always been fairly fit when it comes to, my heart and lungs. So I think it was last year I had a full check, for the doctor that is involved in sport and all that. And he said, you're very lucky at your age because, you're like a mid to late 20-year-old. And that was good to hear. And it always shocks Karen when I go to the hospital. She loves sucking the bloody things on me to see if my heart rate's any better than it is. Every time she puts things on me and I'm sitting there, it's like 40, 39, 40 per minute.
Wow.
I just understand why it's so low. I said,
wow, that's low, man. That's good.
Well, I know, as she says, I don't understand why it's at 39, 40. I said, yeah, I do apologise. I'm not resting just yet.
Yeah. I'll just calm down. Hang on.
Calm down. I had to go to the hospital once for 4 days. I forgot what it was now. It's 8 years ago. I was in the hospital in Brisbane. And I was hooked up to this monitor. Because they just do it as, constant. But then it keeps running in because it kept flatlining. It kept going, boo, or makes a noise. My heart rate was dropping down below, down to 34. I
thought you were dead.
And I sat there going, she said, you've got to shut up. He said, I'm going to turn it off now because it's pointless. I said,
That's amazing. I thought mine was low. I sit around 48, so.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you've got this strong, healthy heart. And I don't know about you, I'm concerned about it because it's just normal. And I had my heart put out. They said, no, you've got these really thick walls, and it's not having to do as much hard work as as a regular day-to-day heart. So it's just this is what I'm going to do. Boom. So I'm lucky enough. Probably if I had a heart attack, it'd be a really bad one. But...
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that, mate, is that your maximum heart rate, like it's what is it, 120 minus your age. So you and I are about the same. So our maximum, 220 minus your age. So our maximum heart rate's about 170, yeah?
Something like that. I don't get anywhere near it.
Yeah, well, sometimes mine gets to 160, 162 if I'm doing cardio.
Really?
Yeah, it does, yeah. And quite regularly, it can get to over 150. The highest I've had it this year is 162, not intentionally, just how it happened. Yeah. And a few years ago, and ironically, I used to train a doctor. And ironically, she messaged me today to say, how you going? I haven't heard from her for about 2 years. I said, oh, yeah, I'm good. So, and I was talking to her about it, about maximum heart rate. She goes, that's crap. She goes, your heart will give out at about 300 beats a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how's that? She goes, it'll just keep going and going and going, and then it'll go into defib and just go mental at 300.
Could you imagine feeling that at 300? I mean, that would be just wonder what was going on.
Yeah, you'd be pretty joking.
You'd speak out. I say, I can't. Last year and in the past as well, especially now I've been a coach, last year, Leon was saying, I want you to get your heart rate to 130.
Yep.
I struggled. I really did struggle. I was sort of really thinking into it. I'm thinking I'm hating this cardio. 128, it won't go any bloody higher.
Yeah, mine comes off a Fitbit, but I think it's pretty accurate because I've got a bike at home that's got the handles that you hang on to and it measures your heart rate, which sometimes is crap. But it's about right. It's about I can get that to over 150. So
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So it must be pretty close. So
okay.
But what's interesting is that I can now, like exactly what you were talking about before, I can do an hour on the stair mill, and it's easy. It's not. I get off it after an hour, and I get up to level 12 in an hour, and I get off, and my breathing would return to normal within 30 seconds.
Yeah. So the recovery is really quick as well.
Yeah. So I really need to go, and because what I do is I do 10 minutes on 7, then the next 10 minutes on 8, and I keep going up and up and up. So pretty much by the time I get to an hour 20, I'm on level 14. That takes it out of me a bit. But what's really interesting is that it's such a mental game. If I get on there, and because what I can do is I can get on there now, and the first about 40 minutes I can muck around on my phone doing social media posts and all that sort of crap.
You're one of those, are you?
Yeah, I'm one of those. And it passes the time. I only do it because it passes the time. And then the last 20 minutes leading up to the hour, it gets a bit fast. So I've got to not do that. So I start watching YouTube videos or something or listening to music. If I can pass the time, it makes it physically so much easier. If I'm clock watching, it kills me. It's like I'm going to die.
I cover up that paddle every time with the cow. I can't see it.
Yeah.
And I have the music out. And that's it. I can't look there.
It just proves it's a mental game. And I guess in a roundabout way, if people can take something out of that, is if you want to do cardio, if that's your go, do something to let your mind wander and take your mind off what you're doing. So
how do you find with prep then? Do you do most of your like that?
I attempt to do. I do about 6 cardio sessions a week, and it would probably average around an hour, and it's fasted, and it's like super early in the morning.
Right.
That seems to work for me. But you know the greatest benefit for me out of doing that sort of cardio is exactly what you said before, the cardiovascular fitness. It's improved my squatting enormously.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I can do a lot of high rep leg stuff now without puffing and dying. So
yeah, it's amazing how it works, because you sit there going, well, I'm not going anywhere really, I'm just, going up and down. Yeah. But, you still need to take, and your body's demanding oxygen. Your legs are craving taking more oxygen. Yep. And if you haven't got the ability to be able to take in, X amount of air volume into your lungs and your heart rate, and your heart isn't there to be able to sort of control that as well, then you're blowing out very quickly or being dizzy. Is the other thing.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So that's, that's
good
enough.
And I've got to, as you know, we've discussed this a million times before, because I've done it so many times, I've got to keep trying new things to try and trick my body.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been doing that this week. I've been messing around with my meals, putting a few more carbs in each meal.
Yeah.
So I've been eating probably about, if you could imagine 2 large potatoes.
Yeah.
I've been eating that across the day,
right.
Cut up in meals. So with egg whites and just a bit of green veg sort of thing. Just pretty much making like an omelette. Sort of thing.
Yeah, got
like that. So I'm going to do that for a few days, and I've been switching around a bit. I've been having like a chicken day, then a fish day, and then egg white day. So it seems to be working so far. My body's
that's good. Yeah,
my body's a bit all over the place. It doesn't know what's going on. So it is, the centimeters are coming off. So it's working. So it's good.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Like you say, be able to get stage ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's going to be a fair few back-to-back now for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. So I'm going to do the Universe, obviously, which is the 22nd. And then I'm going to do 6 in a row in the States. So that'll kick off on like the 6th of October. So
you're probably sticking to the fish then, won't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. What's good about, I travel around a fair bit, because and this Sunday we've got an INBA New South Wales posing workshop on. So the good part about that is I don't travel with fish, because I just can't cop cold fish. I can cop cold salmon, but not cold fish. I just draw the line of that, and it stinks and it's offensive, I guess. So that's my good chance to
find a microwave everywhere you go.
You do, but that's my good chance to switch to chicken. So I have a chicken and veg day. It's good.
Yeah, that's it. So where's the workshop in New South Wales? Where's that being held?
It's at Valeria, my competitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she owns a dance studio.
Okay.
And it's her dance studio. So,
good.
Yeah, so it's in Wollaware, which is a...
Then you have mirrors then, supposedly?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty much like it's a big room full of mirrors. So she's kindly offered that, and she's offered us coffee and food and all sorts of stuff. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, you're not eating that food. You can't,
no. And she's not either, because she's getting ready for the show too.
Yeah.
But it should be a good turnout. We should have we've got, I think there's about 6 people going to it. So.
Oh, is there? Oh, there you go. That's good.
Yeah, we've got one girl driving. Yeah, it's going to be good. One girl's driving 5 hours to go to it.
Wow.
Yeah. Seriously? All the way from Mudgee, New South Wales. 5 hours there and 5 hours back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a commitment for you. That is unreal.
That's dedicated. I'm going to make a bit of a feature out of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Stuff. So, yeah.
Actually, I'm going to have to beat that now. I'm going to start walking. From north of Brisbane.
Yeah. Hey,
I'll see you down there.
When's your next workshop? Your next posing workshop?
Oh, one on the north side.
Yeah.
It should have been this weekend, but Hannah's not feeling too well at the moment. Okay, so she might not be coming on tonight. I'll put that in there now.
Oh, okay.
She has to have a sort of short notice thing. Got to go to big doctor, and there's a sinus thing going on, and it's causing discomfort. So, so she's got a bit of a headache, feeling a bit sick at the moment. So,
I'm sure you can pick up the slack.
I've already run the hot bath. I've told her to get in it, but at the moment she's trying to control my children. So, I've left her to that. So that'll clear your headache. first one not last weekend, the weekend before. And had a few people turn up, which was really good. And it went down really well. Bryce turned up an hour early, so he got his time as well. That's fine. So he hung around when it started, but had to shoot off. So he'll be there for the bodybuilding one anyway, when we do, for the bodybuilding guys. We just got to get a bit more advertisement going out there, I think, because we've still got people travelling to the south side from the north. And I just think they need to sort of understand that there's one right on their doorstep. And the same people are there anyway, doing it who would normally on the south side anyway. So.
You just got to pump it on social media, mate.
And this is what I've told Karen, she started all this stuff. I think you've really got to sit there and pump it out, and also just get it put up in the gym itself, because, we don't think that there's people in there that are going to compete and all that, but how do we know? We don't know if they're going to, they might see that and think, I might come along to that, see how it is, and get involved with it. And I think you just got to get it all around the gym and just get it advertised there, social media, just hit it every other day, if not every day, so that people are fully aware. And, from that point, it'll start to go, once people are aware, we'll word of mouth at that point. So, so I think it'll go well. It's just, like I say, I think when Karen's feeling a bit better, she'll sort of, head down, bottom up, and crack on with it. So, she just definitely needs to do that. And how's it going at your end with regards, sales and things? Because I was going to actually touch on that as well with regards, losing weight and supplements that are available through.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's going well. So, we've got the Bioflex range at the FlexR6 shop, and the fat loss supplements we do have are Biofurnace, which is a WPI, very high percentage of protein, low fat, low carbs, and does contain 10 natural fat burning ingredients.
Oh, okay.
Which is fantastic. And then
we've got it all there,
we have, and then to complement that, we have the Bioflex Ripped tablets. They also contain the 10 fat burning ingredients, except in high dosages, in a concentrated tablet form.
And are they sort of daytime tablets then, or are you taking before night? Or
I would probably use, if you're sensitive to caffeine, I would take them early in the day and not near bedtime. But to counteract that, we have two other products. One's called Day Shred, and the other one's called Night Shred.
I've been on the Night Shred.
I've seen that. Night Shred's very low in stimulants, but it keeps the fat burning process happening while you sleep, which is fantastic.
And the Day Shred, exactly.
Day Shred you take in the morning because it's loaded with caffeine and other stimulants and fires you up for the day. Keeps your fat burning.
Metabolism going, and then of course you get home and you can just sort of get in there again, but this time you can sleep on it.
Exactly. And we also have the Alcar Pro tablets, which are acetyl L-carnitine, which are very good fat mobilizers.
And how do you find the sales for a lot of these? Are they quite good? Because I know I've used a few of those ones.
They're good. They're really good. I sell them in a stack as well, so it's a little bit cheaper at flexr6.com, the FlexR6 shop. It's a little bit cheaper in a stack, so
There you go. So if anyone's out there listening,
jump on.
Jump on there.
That's the best way to lose weight in the world.
Exactly. You don't need to do anything. You can eat what you like. Only joking.
I wish.
As long as you put your finger down your throat, say after you've eaten it. No, don't do that.
We don't.
That's good. So, there's obviously different things that people can do, and I say what works for me is dieting until it gets to that point where it levels out. But the supplements you just mentioned help that anyway. Just to help that little bit. And then, of course, the cardio and all that, I have to kick in at some point. It's going to have to kick in. I know that, but I think it's just, and this is what I like, is I think it's just going to be those last few weeks for me. I don't think I'm going to have to do a prolonged, time scale, I suppose, of cardio with this one, this prep, and I'm pretty chuffed about that. But, we'll see. So again, that could be, like I say, due to the supplements as well. Obviously it's an addition that I didn't have last year. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, it all helps. Like you said, people say to me, do they work? Yeah, they work. But it's not going to give you the 100% result. Exactly what you said. It's the diet, it's the cardio, it's the weight training.
Yeah.
It's
in conjunction. You've got to have them with something. They're not a magic pill. You can't just take it and end up ripped when your fat loss comes off, because everyone will be doing it otherwise. So.
Exactly. Everyone look ripped. It's probably more like it probably gives you a 5% edge.
Yeah, on top of what you're doing, and that's and it's that bit that makes the difference between that person being ready for a comp or not being ready for a comp. Yeah, especially if you get people that sometimes leave it to the very last minute. I mean, I my complex been sort of 20 weeks, but sort of slow drop, which has been good for me because I haven't actually sort of overly noticed big changes in my diet, and my feeding's been quite good, so it's been good in that respect. Whereas if there's something going on, feeding, I've got 8 weeks to a comp, and I've got to lose the weight quickly. You feel it, but these items were just that either way you go, but I just prefer not to have the hunger pain. Suddenly dropping half my calories would just be an absolute silly nightmare.
Yeah, I've done it both ways, and to be honest, I've probably done it more the crash diet bit.
Yeah.
I did that when I went to check. I was not in the best condition I could have been, but the 2 or 3 days before the show, all I pretty much ate was chicken and turkey. I didn't eat any veg or anything. I don't condone that or recommend that.
Yeah.
But I had small amounts of chicken or turkey with pepper on it. That's pretty much all I ate.
Yeah.
And I drank a fair bit of water.
Yeah.
And that really brought me in. That saved my bum pretty much.
Yeah. You know what works for Carol? Because he wanted to lose weight quickly for the wedding. Yeah. And she did the keto diet.
Oh, yeah.
And, she dropped 3 or 4 kilos very quickly in a 3-week span. But I suppose the beauty of that is it's the high fat that you're allowed to have.
Yeah. It keeps your brain function up, and I did it for Worlds last year, and it worked. Probably, I found that it was good for about 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's only a short thing, I know that. I know it's not something you can do for a long period. You get these people that say, I do keep a year round. It's like, well, it's probably not working anymore.
Yeah.
Give your body some carbs, even. So, I've heard people say the same sort of thing, 4 to 6 weeks. 6 weeks max with it. So, I mean, if I was to ever do that, I'd probably sit there and go, right, I'm going to go on a keto. Because I've never done it before, so my body would probably react very quickly to it. It's like you do something different, and like you mentioned earlier, you find new ways to get your body to react to you, what the hell's going on to you. And some of these, these diets that are out there are completely different, and we know some of them do work for that short period. It's great for bodybuilding, not for the long-term person who just wants to lose weight because they're obese or whatever. They've really got to do it the slow, steady way and ensure they keep it off, rather than crash it out there. These programs like The Biggest Loser, you watch these guys go on there and they just drop down to 1,000 calories a day and they're doing cardio every day. And just look at them going, oh my God.
That's ridiculous. I have done that. I've done 1,000 calories a day for probably, I can do it for about 3 days and it kills me.
Yeah.
Then I've got to have a refeed day or refeed meal or whatever. Yeah. But that's me at 75 kilos, not these guys that they're still under 150 kilos or 200 kilos. Right. Well, they need massive amounts of calories, those dudes.
Oh,
and
ladies. You can imagine how they'd feel. I mean, it would just be horrendous.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine. Because like you said, I've done that. I've done it for 1,000. And it was just like, what am I doing? My legs are shaky. Oh my God.
Yeah, your blood sugar's low and you got no energy in your brain.
Non-functioning brain, I think a few of my buildings fell down, I think, when I did it. I was looking at buildings. So it's pretty horrendous. But so, there's ways and means. For us, we could probably use all those different ways and things. But it depends on how you want to hit the stage. You want to hit the stage, full of energy and rich, pumped, in the best condition of your life, or you want to hit it feeling bloody okay, look, I've managed to get the body to good condition. I suppose, but, you know, each to their own. Like I say, I don't have to do much in the way of cardio, which is great for me.
It's good. It's fantastic.
You know, and I'm thankful for that. But other people just say, you know, like you say, you do an hour. Every day, did you say?
Oh, about 6 days a week. I train legs on Sunday, so I don't do it that day.
You don't do it that day.
So about 6 days a week, I'll do an hour at least.
Yeah. For me, I just couldn't do that. I just wouldn't survive for that. I'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah, and to be honest, mate, if I do an hour and 20, which is reasonably hard, that does wipe me out. That flattens me. I come home, because it's fasted, so I come home and then have my oats and a bit of protein powder.
But you don't do any other walking around throughout the day, do you?
Oh, yeah, I get up to 10,000 steps a day.
Oh, you do, as well as doing your cardio.
Yeah, but that includes that. So that might be like 3,000 or 4,000 of the day on the stair mill.
Yeah.
But I walk around like training people and stuff, or go to the shops, or get up all that sort of usual crap. So
yeah. So in reality, if you think about it, I mean, I suppose with the stair mill, there's a lot of energy being used there anyway, because that can be a bit of a on those. I mean, that really can take it out of you.
Yeah.
But you know, when you look at it in reality, because my job, I have to walk around Brisbane a lot, and it's up and down hills, up and through fire stairs and all that in the buildings and all that.
Yeah.
You know, we're probably doing the same anyway.
Yeah, we're doing the same amount of steps, but on as accurate as these Fitbit things are, and I don't know, they're probably maybe not. If I do a harsh 1 hour 20-minute session, according to the Fitbit, it burns 700 calories.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
And then, you know, if that is a 1,000 calorie intake day, I'm sure I'm going to burn 300 calories somewhere else during the day. Like
without a doubt.
Walking around.
Well, you're doing that when you're doing training.
Yeah, that too. So, but that's the flip side, mate. If I go that harsh, the training's very, very ordinary or non-existent. So it's a fine line. So at the moment, I'm actually training really well. So it's the best I've trained for probably 2 years.
Oh, so you got the energy there for your training as well. Oh, that's good. That is good.
Yeah, mentally, I'm back. I sort of like when I went and trained with the guys, with Stacey, Bryce, and Mike.
Yeah.
That sort of like kicked me up the bum, and I went, I want to get back into this, because probably before that there was times I didn't even want to go and train. I was that low on energy and shit. So that really kicked me up the bum. So I'm right into it now, and my strength is coming back rapidly, which is really good. So
that's good. No, that is good. Yeah. And again, that's probably down to your diet as well as your mental attitude. Well.
Yeah. So I'm fixing up my diet a little bit and putting a few more calories in, which is helping. But yeah, it's all a a testing game, and everyone's different, as we've discussed, and it's good. I love it. It's a good learning curve.
Yeah, it's because one of the other things I know I've probably taken up Karen's time as well now. What time is it? Yeah, there you go. I'll be down for a bit. Is we changed our refeeds. We were having our refeeds on the Saturday night, so we sort of go to bed because we'd already trained on the Saturday morning. Now Sunday's our sort of day of rest. We just have that walk around the lake, but we're having these, making a homemade pizza and stuff like that, and having a few, hot chips in there. Part of the refeed for the car. But I always felt like going to bed feeling, I was in a food coma, felt bloated, and the following morning my body would be holding so much water because I've eaten late at night, stuff like that, and I'd be mentally looking at my weight the following day going, no, it's crap, I've gone up 2 kilos in the water, and eating so late, it's probably still holding a lot. So we changed it to Saturday mornings now, so we have our refeed in the morning, which is now these beautiful breakfasts that we're having. Steak with turkey spread and some eggs, and tomatoes and mushrooms, and a couple of pancakes and stuff like that. And it's really nice. It's a refreshing change. So you see, we have that, and then we go and hit the gym, sort of 20, 25 minutes later or so. And, we're coming to the end of the gym session, still full of energy because we've had this refeed. So, the rest of the day is reduce carbs, reduce fat, keeping the protein time it comes to the evening, stomach's totally flat. You're not holding any water, really, at all. Following day, feeling absolutely diced in the midsection at the moment.
Yep.
And exactly the same weight as we was the following morning. There's no retention of water. You feel so much better when you get up, when you go to bed. So I thought, why don't we do this sooner? It's just amazing how the body reacts at the time you eat as well. It's insane, absolutely insane. So that's been a good change, a welcome change as well. So we're going to be doing that now until we get told no more repeat. Probably 3 weeks, 2 weeks out. That's not really much longer for me.
It's getting close.
And then there'll be fish time. No fat. Okay, I'll be able to fish then.
Yeah, that's a killer, isn't it? I love salmon. Salmon's great. I haven't had salmon for so long.
Yeah, but salmon's beautiful, but it's the fat content. It's quite high in fat.
Yeah,
well,
which equals calories and
So for keto, something like that is beautiful, but when you come down to this, a week of no fat or something like that, which occasionally does happen with Leon, we end up on just the white fish, the whiting or something like that.
Yeah, some dry white fish.
Just dry white fish. A little bit of carb, bit of salad, and that's it. Here we go. Trying to start it in hungry.
Actually, Amber.
Yeah.
I'll give her a shout out because she might be listening. Hey, Amber.
Yeah. Hey, how you going?
She asked me today, have I ever done keto? And I said, yeah, well, I did it for Worlds last year. And she goes, did it work? I said, yeah, it worked. I said, but the problem is it's very expensive.
And that's the thing. It's bloody expensive.
Yeah. Because it's nuts, avocado, salmon.
Yeah.
All that expensive stuff.
I sit there thinking, well, I might just, eat a couple of egg whites. Let's get all the yolk.
Yeah.
Try and beef it up a bit, Instead of having an egg white omelette, it's a egg yolk omelette. Awesome.
Yeah.
But you're right, it is expensive because, like I say, exactly. When Karen did it, we were definitely sitting there going, wow. Yeah, this is going up in price now, our food bill.
Oh, yeah, it's very expensive. It works, but it's expensive. But the good thing is you keep your brain function. That's the best part of it.
Yeah, exactly right. You don't, and then especially with our job, as a nurse, it's good to have that.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean I've got to put a needle in the vein? No, I'm going to put it in anyway. It doesn't matter. You need to know what she's doing. Well, when I better think about signing off and go and put my sister in bed, I may go and see.
Yeah, good. All right. And Karen, if Karen's too crook to come on, that's okay. She can have next week. We can put her on.
Yeah, next week we definitely I'll get on and she can talk first up, and then
we'll give
I'll come in for the final bit.
Yeah, you bring you in for the last hour.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Wish you all the best.
Yeah, I certainly will. Thanks again for this evening. It was an excellent chat, and look forward to next week.
It was good fun. Thanks, mate. Take
care.
care.
Mate.
See you, Andy.
Yeah. Thanks, bye.
See you, mate. Bye. And that was Big Andy on Global Fitness Radio talking some interesting stuff about weight loss. It is a unique life we lead as bodybuilders, I guess you'd call us. Professional and non-professional, whatever. But, it's an interesting sport. It is quite extreme, and the harshness of it is the diet, but it's the duration. It's the duration of the diet which makes it hard. But we love it, and we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. And, no one holds a gun to anyone's head to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's not for everyone, but, we love it. And it's awesome. You are on Global Fitness Radio.
Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. And little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Hey, a Sergeant Barrow, while to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your gender? Is that war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Mary McGill, be my ferry to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. And buy me a star on a boulevard, it's Californication. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the Spears singing songs off station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised by those that praise control of population. Everybody's been there and I don't need no vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Destruction leads to a very rough road, but it also brings creation. An earthquake's out to a girl's guitar, that's just another good vibration. And tidal waves couldn't save the world from Californication. Hey, a Sergeant Barrow, while to break the spell of aging. Sicker than the rest, there is no test, but this is what you're craving. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication.
Yeah, a bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers there on Global Fitness Radio. Now, it's time for a community service announcement. The School Fun Run 2018. Does your school need extra money for educational resources, sporting equipment, or other important extras? Why not combine fun, fitness, and fundraising by holding a school fun run? With guaranteed profit for your school and fantastic prizes for students, this program is a runaway success. further details, contact 1-800-FUN-RUN. That's 1-800-386-786, or visit www.schoolfunrun.com.au. This has been a community announcement brought to you by your local community radio station, Valley FM, the voice of the Tuggeranong Valley. And on to the next one. Tuggeranong Evening View Club Christmas in July meeting. The monthly Tuggeranong Evening View Club meeting will be held on Wednesday, the 25th of July, 2018, which includes a 2-course dinner for $27 that celebrates Christmas in July. Dinner is scheduled to start at 6:30 p.m. for 7 p.m. and is to be held at the Viking Town Centre Club in Tuggeranong. Please direct any inquiry to Jan on 02 6291 7716 or email tugeven, TUGGEVEN @gmail.com. It's been another community announcement brought to you by your local community radio station, Valley FM, the voice of the Tuggeranong Valley. And you are on Global Fitness Radio, and we are listening to Pearl Jam very, very shortly with Alive. And our topic for tonight is the best way to lose weight. If you have an opinion on that, give us a call, 02 6296 6895, here at Fitness Radio.
Have I got a little story for you?
Guns N' Roses to wind up that, what do you call it, treble play? It was probably an octo play. Ton of songs in there, all awesome. You are on Global Fitness Radio, about to wrap it up, episode number 44, here at Valley FM. Remember, next week we'll be on air Wednesday at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I'll make up another topic during the week. It'll be something riveting yet again, no doubt. And we'll have our regular features next week. We'll have Valeria with the V-Week. We'll have Andy and Cracker Karen. And we'll have a whole bunch of new exciting guests. And of course, we want you to join us next week here at Global Fitness Radio. You can live stream us at valleyfm.com from 6 p.m. on Wednesday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, or you can log on to our Global Fitness Radio Facebook page and have a look, check it out. Ask to join the page, we'll approve it, no problems. And you can post any question you like in there relating to fitness, and we'll read it out on air for you, give you a shout out. And if we read out your question and it is the best one of the night, you will win a $50 voucher to the Flex R6 shop, which is super exciting. You can spend it on anything in there, including your BioFlex Nutrition supplements. And BioFlex Nutrition is our great sponsor here at Global Fitness Radio. Next week we'll be back with episode number 45. And it's good night from me.
City to bush, coast to coast, this is the Community Radio Network.
This is the AMRAP Chart Show.